Welcome everyone to today's hilarious moment. Let's check out this unbelievable story. When her gaze met another pair of eyes, she suddenly understood where that hostility came from. Then, King Di kicked off her provocation championship, stealing Elle's thunder in class and flirting in front of her boyfriend. This winner's demeanor sparked the long-repressed competitive desire in Elle's heart, leading her to start showing up frequently around her ex-boyfriend. Whenever there was an event, she always dressed to the nines, sitting nearby to catch his eye. Her ex-boyfriend felt a bit guilty, but as soon as she stole the show, everyone else quickly zipped it, and even classmates went exact. Even King Di set a trap, inviting Elle to a masquerade ball. When Elle showed up in a pink bunny suit, the crowd erupted with laughter. After a moment of shock, Elle quickly composed herself and confidently walked over to King Di, facing her with a fearless expression. This made King Di a bit awkward, but Elle didn't mind at all, as her sole purpose in law school was to win back her ex-boyfriend's heart. Subtitles: she tried to build a closer relationship with him through internships, but was interrupted by his look of disdain, causing Elle to realize in an instant. In his eyes, no matter how hard she tried, she would always be a fragile vase. Her plans couldn't catch his attention, so no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't advance their relationship. Her mood was wonderfully complicated, so incredible that it left her in disbelief. No matter how hard she tried to salvage it, this relationship was doomed to fail. The breakup wasn't due to outside interference, but because he had never truly respected her. When the once-dreamed love shattered, this sober pain became her driving force. She stayed up all night setting up her computer, reallocating all the energy wasted on love, starting to utilize every second to improve herself. Listening to course recordings while running and reviewing words in waiting periods, she fought back while maintaining her uniqueness. After a while, Elle was amazed to find that her efficiency doubled after focusing on her studies. Her class performance improved notably, filling her emotional void with self-improvement satisfaction. The recognition from the outside world made Elle more confident. But what truly touched her heart was an experience in legal aid. At that time, her friend was in a divorce dispute, and the other party refused to divide the assets. The other party even forcibly detained the pet they had raised together. When Elle accompanied her friend to negotiate, the hostile attitude made even her friend feel a bit intimidated. Sensing that the atmosphere was off, Elle instinctively stepped up, and as a legal hammer, she clearly cited the relevant laws. Facing the opposing party's unreasonable behavior, Elle remained calm, and her professionalism gradually intimidated everyone present. Her performance restored her friend's confidence, and they successfully regained custody of the pet. Watching her friend stroke the pet they lost and then found, Elle felt for the first time the true sense of justice that the law upheld. This experience ignited the career potential within her that had gone unnoticed, and gradually she began to participate actively in class discussions. She could even see problems from different perspectives, catching her professor's attention. The subtitle reveals that the professor took the initiative to invite her to submit an internship application. Meanwhile, Elle consistently put efforts into enhancing both her beauty and intelligence, vigorously striving to shatter the stereotypes that others held about her. After her internship at the law firm, her team handles a high-profile shooting case, with the victim's second wife as the suspect. She was found standing next to the corpse, covered in blood, with the swimming coach and the deceased daughter pointing fingers at her. However, she claimed her innocence, and while the professor took on her defense, he remained skeptical of her statement. Everyone knew she was a well-known coach with a good income, but she was dating a wealthy man 34 years her senior. It indeed made it quite hard to believe that it stemmed from true love. The woman felt dissatisfied with the professor's attitude and refused to provide an alibi, leading to a stalemate each time. However, Elle, who had once met her, enthusiastically greeted her and shared their mutual interests. Through this kind of care shown to each other, a slender thread of trust began to weave between them. Back at the law firm, Al remained silent in the face of the professor's repeated questioning. The whole office took turns trying to persuade her. Even her ex-boyfriend took a joking approach. But Wai Yuan said nothing. That night, he approached Al under the pretense of needing her testimony, and they discussed the professor's biases and her friend's shortcomings. In their banter, their friendship deepened. Wai Yuan even spilled the beans that some got in through connections. Learning that she had been competing for so long over a loser made Elle feel helpless, and they exchanged knowing smiles, everything unsaid yet understood. On the day of the hearing, various witnesses were questioned one after another, and the testimony arranged by the millionaire's ex-wife was slowly revealed. Rumors of a romantic entanglement between the defendant and Nampu gradually came to light, and everyone was left utterly astonished when the key witness, Nampu, delivered his statement. Don't use me to promote your last season's products anymore. Is it your last season? Ah.